Aye! What is this I'm hearing? No. This must be things from social media. Propaganda. It can't be true. Hey! Hold on a minute. It's on mainstream media. It's on NTV. It is in newspapers. You mean it is true that the DCI went to the internet, fished out old photographs, and then told those people to report pronto, ASAP, at the DCI because they were involved in maandamano, okay, and they were doing fishy, dodgy things during the maandamano. So report immediately to the DCI. Now, if anybody knows those guys in Burundi, yes, the photographs taken in Burundi, which the DCI posted, saying it is Kenya, last Monday, maandamano. If you know those guys in Burundi, can somebody pass word to them? Wakuje DCI Nairobi. Na wajue hii DCI yetu si mchezo. Wataenda watatafutwa na warokotwe. Tell them to be careful. Wa. Hey. Kweli, siku ya nyani kufa, kila miti inateleza. Translation: when the day of the monkey arrives, the day for him to leave this sweet earth, every branch he touches is slippery. Eish! Now let us break this down. Yeah? First of all, let us start with the many bad things that can happen for everybody as a result of this, I don't even know what to call it. Dangerous criminals recently prosecuted by the DCI can call their lawyers and go back to court and ask the court, this DCI which prosecuted me has posted photographs from the internet claiming it is people in Kenya. Now, can you look at my case again? Because to be honest, Mheshimiwa, Your Honor, the judge, would you trust this DCI after what has happened? Would you trust that what they were telling you in this court of law is true? That is one bad thing that can happen. Number two, our crime rate is still very high, and it is worrying that the DCI officers, instead of being out there busy making sure we are safe, they are surfing the web. They are on the internet. Sisi tuko internet, ata hawako internet. What? In short, people can lose confidence in our security boys. Yeah, they've already lost all confidence with the DCI. You notice the government, the UDA government, wamenyamaza. They have not said anything. The silence is deafening. Kwa sababu hapa hakuna kuhepa. Propaganda, cleverly slanted propaganda cannot work here. It can't. The evidence is there for everybody to see. Hata kama umefuta, watu wamechukua screenshots kibao. So, DCI confidence, kwisha maneno. And then according to me, a very big disaster, the second biggest disaster actually, is the conversation going on right now huko majuu na wazungu. I just hope it's not going on at Scotland Yard. And I'm imagining detectives at Scotland Yard over the cuppa or cup of coffee or tea are really having a good time at the expense of my beloved country called Kenya. Hey mate, did you hear what happened in Kenya? Oh, hilarious. This black detective went on to the internet. Are you serious? Can they even use the web? Oh yes, I'm serious. They went on to the web, took photographs, some of them are from the BBC, posted them as wanted criminals from the recent demonstrations. Can you believe that? No, get out of here. You must be pulling my leg. How? How did that happen? And then loud laughter at the expense of motherland Kenya. Unajua wazungu wameamini siku yote sisi hatuna akili. Si mnajua hivyo? Sasa hii ni evidence mmewapatia kwamba sisi hatuna akili. And it seems we can't stop giving them evidence. Oh boy. Oh boy. A very famous leader predicted when Africans were being given independence that these people cannot rule themselves. There will be tribalism. They will loot the coffers of the treasury. They'll employ their wives and relatives. They'll buy big cars from the West, mismanage the economy, harass their own citizens, harass and torture them, and become downright dictators. That was the prediction. Now let me ask you, did that prediction come true? Sema ukweli. Did that prediction come true? Oh yes, 100%, 1000% correct. Africans cannot rule themselves. Show me the evidence that they can, please. You know, I can picture panic in the UDA camp. I can picture Kinetumbi and company in a brainstorming session. How do we stop this mzee? How do we stop the maandamano? And then some bright guy burping loudly because he has overeaten over lunch. Yeah, they are not aware of what's happening in Kenya. Says, scare them. Scare tactics always work. Okay, bring the CCTV footage. Everything you can find on the maandamano. And then very quickly they realize those are the wrong images to use, because they don't show what these people want to scare people. What are they showing? They're showing cops beating up people, cops tear gassing people, high pressure water on peaceful demonstrators. Hizo weka kando, weka kando. Where else can we get photographs? The internet. Na hapa tuko na high speed internet. Twende kazi. And the results are what we have seen. Kweli siku ya nyani ikifika, miti zote uteleza. Folks, of all the blunders done by the government of Kenya, of all the blunders done by any government official, any government in power, any ex-government official, weka zote pamoja, out of all those blunders, this one scores number 1. Na ina competition right there at the top. Hey. Pictures from the internet, some of them of foreigners, and you're telling Kenyans these were demonstrators on Monday. They should come to the DCI immediately. Hey, I don't even know what to say. Now, the political impact? That is rather obvious. You know, in the soccer game, when you're trying to defend and something goes wrong, you want to kick the ball very hard off the pitch as far as possible from the danger. And then you kick the ball very hard into your own net. Goal for the opposition. This is exactly what DCI has done on behalf of the UDA government. It is an own goal. Wamefunga kwa bao yao. The impact this will have, the positive effect on the cause of Azimio, is humongous. Kubwa sana. Colossal. Why? Because it vindicates Azimio and what they've been telling us. They've been telling us that this is a government that lies. Where's the evidence? Here it is, in black and white. Even a person who has problems with their eyesight can see it very clearly. Let me tell you a story. And this is a true story, because it happens all the time, all over the world. You have this criminal. He's a very serious, serial criminal. He murders people, he robs people, etc., etc. But he never gets caught. The police suspect, but they have no evidence. The police have tried everything, but they can't get evidence against this guy. So he's walking scot-free. And then one day he's hungry, and he decides, that chicken there looks delicious. I need to have it. And this chicken doesn't belong to him. So he goes and he grabs the chicken. Kumbe kuna CCTV kwa kuku. Kumbe this farm belongs to a cop, etc., etc. He's arrested on the spot and is jailed. Yani finally, things have caught up with him. Not for the other serious crimes he committed, but for a very small thing. But bottom line, he has been nailed. Evidence iko, CCTV footage iko, witnesses wako kibao, he has been nailed. This is what happens in this life. You may do many things and get away with them. But one day, you will get caught red-handed. And so the bigger picture here is as follows. There's some people who have been making wild claims that people rigged the election. They went and changed the results, gave somebody's votes to somebody else. There are very, very wild allegations that people have controlled the judiciary. People have captured everything in the country. There's nowhere you can go. There are very, very wild claims that even our parliament is not the parliament the people voted for. The same way the presidential election was rigged is the same way leaders, members of parliament, senators, governors, etc., etc. were rigged in. There have been all those wild claims. And then now we have evidence that this is a government that cannot be trusted. Let's be honest, would you trust them? People who take photographs off the internet, tena ovyo. If they had done it carefully, they might have gotten away with it. But photos from Burundi, please. This is beyond serious. And I can tell you for free that the consequences and repercussions of this seemingly small thing are going to be huge. And we're going to see them for a long time into the future. In my view, for starters, the DCI boss should resign. People don't have confidence. Are you going to have confidence after this? That these people can actually handle your investigation properly? That they can actually treat you fairly? So the DCI boss and his cronies must resign immediately. Because the buck stops with the boss. There's a very high likelihood, of course, and I suspect this is what happened, that the job was subcontracted to somebody. Yeah, maybe the Tumbi boys. And there's some very smart people there. But maybe walipatia Ruto, somebody was recently joined. And this is the result. Siku ya nyani, kila miti inateleza. Yeah, but it doesn't matter who did it. It came out in the name of the DCI. Therefore, the DCI boss, lazima aende nyumbani. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.